did you get good grades in college?
Uh, yeah, actually,
Oh my
yeah.
god,
I
nerd.
mean, like it took a while, but yes, I did.
So, California community colleges are planning on a different way of grading and or giving out degrees.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah. So, have you gone to community college before?
yes, I have actually.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I mean,
did.
same here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I think it's good. But so this new method of giving out the associate degree or like doing classes is going to be where there are no classes.
Oh, what the
There
heck?
are no lectures. There are no grades. There are no deadlines.
What the heck? This
Yeah.
sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, by the way, as you're mentioning this, but go on.
So, do you think this would be even possible? Like, think about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
do you think it's
Doesn't no, it
possible?
does not seem possible. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but go on.
So they're going to try to move towards a competency based education system.
What does that mean?
So like if you know it, you know it.
Oh,
So
oh,
it's kind of like you're teaching yourself. So they're gonna be giving out these tests to see the level of like knowledge you have. So they're gonna try to test you in some way or shape or form to see if you know the content. And then if you know the content, you get the degree.
this is insane.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like people who say it's like, you know, you're book smart, but then you're street smart.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this is like the street smart version of this, but go on. Yeah.
So yeah, so there's going to be a trial run in 8 community colleges across California, and this will be in the 2024 to 2025 academic years.
Okay.
So, you have to prove that you have these relevant skills to get the degree,
I'm wondering
the
what
associate's degree.
yes, I'm wondering what the degree is, and then I'm
Mhm.
wondering or which degrees they're offering, and I'm
Yeah.
wondering what the skills are going to be offering, or what skills you're going to need to even
To pass.
yeah, to pass.
So, yeah, things that they talked about was that like you would have to take 60 different exams in Shasta College. They're going to give 60 different exams to
That's
test different skills that the person has
okay.
and then see where their best fit is.
That's
And then after that, whatever best
hmm.
fit they have, they're probably going to give them different coursework that they can study on their own.
Yeah, that's interesting because it is an alternative way to approach this and
Yeah.
an alternative way to go through the college process. It's
I
not
think
necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think it is a bad thing for people that are not as motivated to get things done. Think
Oh,
about how much self-study you'd have to be or have to do. And I do not think this is would be a good thing for people that are unmotivated to get the degree. They're like, "Oh, it's just like something you have to do and have to be in class and have to take this test." Like there are specific deadlines you have to meet.
yeah.
But if there's no deadlines, no text, no tests, no lectures, no grades, like
It's all self-studying, yeah.
there's no point. Like this is marketed towards people that are already in the workforce. Think people that are already doing something.
Yeah.
So like if you just left high school and now like you were working at like a fast food place and now you're a manager at a fast food place, but now to get like the next position, you'd have to have like some sort of degree. But you've been doing management. Imagine if you could just go to this college and like prove that you know management skills.
You know what this reminds me of? Hear me out.
Oh.
This reminds me of the GED.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because GED, it's a lot of self-studying. There's a
Mm.
lot of practice exams, and that's for high school. So I guess this
Huh.
would be the next step.
Is for people who have the skill but need the paper.
Yes.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
It does. I do think like in a weird way it does make sense, but I don't think it's gonna be a good fit for everybody.
No, it will not be a good fit for everyone. It will literally be a good fit for people who are determined enough
Mhm.
to do and diligent enough to do the self-study. But the thing
Yeah.
is that there is people who get the GED, but a lot of that is self-study as well because you need to take a test for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this kind of makes sense on why you would do this. But this being as an associate, right? You would get
Yeah.
an
You get an
associate.
associate's degree. I don't think like I don't know if you would be able to like
I
transfer that to a bachelor's
That's
degree.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder if you're able to transfer it, but yeah, I guess there's probably more to come. Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd have to figure it out because since we both went to community colleges before we went to our 4-year institutions or to get our bachelor's, we know that the process for those of you who don't know to transfer into school is very tedious or like
Oh yeah, it is.
terrible
It
because you
is.
have to go and like see which units line up because even if you go to a 4-year college like they have prerequisites for certain classes and yet there's a whole chain of classes that you need to take or a series of classes that you need to take before you get to your major classes, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on.
Yeah.
But if you're taking an associate's degree from this place and what are the like how does it line up with a regular like you start out with step A and go all the way to Z
Yeah.
like steps 1, 2, 3 like this is like oh there's a start point you join the college we have a certain set of things that you need to know once you know those things and can prove it you get a degree. How does that transition to like oh you need English A 1A and you need math 2B?
Yeah. I actually have something to say about
Oh
this specific. But before that, I want to say that if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. We put out videos daily and we have a library of over 100 videos.
yeah, we're getting close to 200 videos at this point but yeah.
Yeah.
So oh yeah, what do you want to say?
Yeah, so the last thing, the thing that I did want to say
Mm-hmm.
was that you mentioned how tedious it was for the transfer process, right?
Yes, it is so tedious.
So so this is for everyone. This is for the real ones, the ones that you get a little bit of lore here about me. So I transferred from a community college that was on a quarter system to one that's on the semester system. And the thing that happened was that my units transferred as like a point. So I was literally 0.75 credits away. It was a whole mess. It was literally a whole mess. So I could see how this thing could be even more complicated
Yes.
than that. Because like literally transferring from a quarter to semester system caused me so much issues where they said
Yes.
your requirement is not fulfilled because of literally 0.75. I had like it was like 4.2 or I think it was like 3.25 out of 4. It's like you're missing that 0.75 and then I had to petition against that. It was
Yeah.
insane. It was legitimately
Like, how do you
insane.
like judge this class as a transfer, but only not to 1-to-1? It's like 1 to point like 85 or like it's some crazy thing that I did not know about.
Yeah,
The way you went there, I didn't realize you got.
it was insane. So I could see this being even a bigger headache if they do not like completely flush out the process because it's like, yes, it could cause problems down the line to people.
Yeah, and I can see this being like kind of an issue in terms of like who would even accept this as like a prerequisite. Like, oh, you need like this, but then like, oh, but you have a DeVry or like like one of the ones that were like pay well,
Like a trade school or like not necessarily
no,
trade,
not even
like
trade
a
school,
different type of school. Like,
but like ones that like were defunct because they weren't teaching the correct thing. Like
oh yeah, yeah.
so like I don't know if places would honor this or like oh this is not correct. Would I don't know if you'd be able to transfer in at this point. Yeah.
So okay, so this is the very last thing, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna make it quick. There's two different types of accreditation. I'm pretty sure there's two different types of accreditation for school, and you need to make sure that
There's national and like
yeah,
regional or some shit.
yes, there is. So you need to make sure that you have your ducks in a row for things like that. But that's just the last thing. So you guys got to hear a little bit more about that. The people who are
You
listening.
stay this long. Yeah, if you stayed this long, make sure stay in school. If you are like it sucks. We both
Oh my
know
God.
all too well
That is
that
true.
like studying for exams and like all the other stuff is like a real
Yeah.
pain in the butt. But like it
Yeah.
does get better, and like
It does pay off. It does pay off. Yeah.
yeah, you gotta have that grustle.
That is true, the Grussel. But yes, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. Yeah, just
Community colleges rise up.
yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Yes.
Community kids.
That's crazy.